Hey guys, I'm still working on this, trying to get this gas tank in this Impala. And when I left off last time, I had cleaned the tank out, and I was talking about the sending unit. Now, I can't find an original sending unit, which is a canister type. And from what I've found out, most of the guys that put the newer style, the lever type, they don't like them. They say that the gauge is up and down all the time. So anyhow, what I did is I've cleaned this one up. It cleaned up really good. This is the canister here. Cleaned it up. And to take this apart, it had the old sock was on here, and then it had a snap ring that went in here. Well, that snap ring broke when I was prizing it apart. I tried to be real easy with this ring, and you can see I broke it. That's the ring that I guess was holding the canister onto this stem here. So I don't know if I can find something like this to hold that back on or not. And this is what it looks like when you pull your canister off. Now, you're supposed to be able to clean this up and check it with the ohm meter. So I may just see if I can clean it up a little bit. And we'll check it and see if it's even working before I try to figure out what to do about putting this back on. I'm just taking me a piece of Scotch-Brite and clean this up. Just all in here. I know that the float was kind of tight feeling, but I've just did the best could cleaning all this. And then here's the float. Cleaned the back of it, and I kind of slid the Scotch-Brite up in between here and them spring in and out. So I'm gonna put it back on here and see if it slides a little better, because it was pretty stiff. Okay, and now this float slides a lot better now. It wasn't sliding hard at all, so now it slides real good. And like I said, I just took Scotch-Brite. Now when you put this back on, you have to start it on one side and push that little spring in so that it clears over this. And like I say, these, I'm not sure what you call these right here, but that's what them little spring contacts slide on. So what I'm going to try to do is put this back together, but I'm trying to check this, and I think, if you can see, I think this thing is working out fine. Let me get this up here. Maybe you can see this, because it appears that when I slide this in and out, it's changing. So I have in my mind that this is actually going to work. And I think from what I'm seeing, it's supposed to be like a 90 ohm, whatever that means. It's supposed to be a 90 ohm sending unit. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. So I also cannot find the original strainer that goes on the bottom of this. And I found the original number, and I may post that. If some of you guys are doing the same thing, maybe you can find it by the number. But I found, I think, the original number and a couple of cross-reference numbers, but I still couldn't find the original sock. So what I'm going to try to do is use one of these, put push clips or push nuts, it looks like it's going to fit really good in here. And this has some additions that should lock this up in there. And then I'm going to push this on the bottom. That's what I'm going to try to do. And we'll see if it'll work. This may actually be too long to tighten up on that, but I'm going to try it and see what happens. I'll let you know. The canister's got a little bit opposite right here, but it slides down like so. Then I'm going to try to press this on here. Let's go ahead and do that because I'm done with it. I'm going to get me a socket so I'm pushing down even on this. So I got me a little deep oil socket. Put on that. And you can see what's going on. Careful not to knock this out right here. But you can see it's on there. Now I'm wondering if I have enough room to put another one on and put that sock on. Now I took and spun this a little bit on a file because it was going to be pretty tight, and now you can see if that's focusing. It's going just inside that. Now, where'd it go? So you can see right here, this has these little locks, these little places that's been punched in here, that when you push it down over there, that's going to hold it from coming back out. So I hope there's enough room. I'm going to push that up in there, and on the end of this, I was able to push that down further. So hopefully that's enough to push this down into here and lock it on in this canister. So what I did was I took and ground a little bit of the surface off because there was too much length from here to there to get this on there, then tight on this. So I ground that down a little bit, and this is, you can see the wedge part here, so that should be locked in now, and I should be able to just press that on there pretty tight, and I don't think that'll come off. So anyhow, got this on here. It actually felt like it went on really tight, and I think that'll work. I mean, the worst thing that happened is your screen come off, and something large go on there and stop your fuel flow. But I mean, it's a 3/8 line. Chances are, if anything gets sucked up in there, it's going to go through the line and get stopped at your filter before it gets to the carburetor. So, like I say, it'd have to be a large piece to stop your flow. So yeah, I'm going to put it in like that. I mean, I feel good about it. We'll put it in and see what happens.